No, Trump made the Epstein law. Why would he make the Epstein law if he had something to hide?
You know that doesn't mean he made the law, right?
But if he doesn't sign it, it's not a law. So clearly he made the law.
No, presidents are just the final step of the process.
Okay. Oh my God, you sound like such a Where's your little friend who explains these things? Miss Consternation or whatever.
Misinformation?
Hello. Why are you wearing ski goggles?
Because I was skiing. Well, upright. Okay, so presidents make laws.
Exactly.
No, they sign bills and they influence them. Here, write a bill.
Yeah, but we're not talking about bills. We're talking about laws.
Oh, this is alarming. Okay, a bill is a proposal for a new law or a change to an existing law. And the idea for the bill comes from a sitting member of Congress, either on their own or maybe a petition by the people they represent. But you knew all of this.
Yeah, obviously. Fine. Here's your bill.
Perfect. To the committees. They're going to study this, research it, hear from the experts, ask questions, and then they'll provide their feedback in a few months.
A few months?
If you're lucky, yeah, because while extremely well written, this bill looks a little complicated. So they need time to deliberate. They've made some changes.
What the hell is this? This isn't my bill.
Yeah, they improved it. Well, sort of. Snuck a few things in. Americans don't really read bills. Page 67 is a word search, and there aren't even any words in it. Oh, shoot, there's been a scheduling delay. We're gonna need to wait for the next session.
The next session?
Or the one after. It's kind of hard to tell.
Why the hell is this taking so long?
Well, it was made to be slow. They don't want to rush a bad law forward. That would be bad. Okay, next session. It passed.
Finally.
That's great. On to the next chamber.
What
They'll need to research, discuss, deliberate, and then make their vote.
They already did that.
Yes, but different room, different rules. Oh good, it passed the next chamber. But now there's two versions, so they're gonna need to figure that out, make sure that they're the same.
What differences?
Things like words, commas, whether shall means must.
This is f***ing ridiculous.
Yeah, that's government, baby. But look, we've got one version and it passed, so now we get to present it to the president. Moment of truth. It was vetoed.
You're kidding me, right?
The president gets to consider the bill, approve it, and sign it into law, or they can refuse to sign it. Veto. Now, if the president does veto it, in most cases, Congress does still have the option to override that and sign it into law. But if the president doesn't sign off on a bill and it remains unsigned when Congress is no longer in session, then the bill is vetoed by default. That's called a pocket veto, and it can't be overridden by Congress.
What the hell is the point of that?
Well, it allows a president to kill a bill without issuing a formal veto. It's a powerful tool in the executive branch's check on Congress's power.
So this was a gigantic waste of time.
Isn't that funny? Yeah, so a president can't just make up the law. They can sign a bill into law, veto it, or use the threat of a veto to convince Congress to make changes.
This is like stupidly complicated. You know that, right?
Yeah. It's supposed to be. The founders were very afraid of fast, unchecked power. The system isn't broken. It's just made to be exhausting on purpose. When a bill does pass, it's typically because a lot of people supported it. So, want to write another one?
Absolutely not.
Suit yourself. All right, back to the slopes.
Ugh, she's the best.
F***ing sucks.